All right, folks, we have a great guest with us. He is the author of I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. Not Politically Correct, one of my favorite books. Love that book. Dr. Frank Turek is with us. We're going to talk about some different things that he's doing. Crossexamine.org is an amazing website, and we're going to talk about that. Dr. Turek, how are you?
I'm great, Brandon. How are you?
Oh, we're so blessed, and thanks for fitting us into your schedule. And I want to get right to Cross-Examine because I think this is just such an incredible outreach in a way to deal with a massive problems that we're having with our church, and that is that, it says 75% of kids leave the church after high school, and your group really kind of helps dive into that. So tell us a little bit about why you think that's happening and what you're doing to help rectify that.
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, 3 out of 4 walk away from the church once they leave the home, and there's a number of reasons for this, but one of the reasons is intellectually they don't know why Christianity is true, and that's primarily because we've never told them why it's true. We've never given them any evidence. We simply send them off to college and tell them to believe rather than do what the Apostle Peter said, always be ready to give an answer for the hope that you have, or love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind, as Jesus himself said, or demolish arguments and take every thought captive to Christ, as Paul said. It just makes good sense, obviously, even outside of those biblical commands, to know what you believe and why you believe it. And so we try and show people through a book that I co-wrote with Dr. Geisler called I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. We try and show people why Christianity is true. We go to colleges, high schools, churches. We have TV, radio. We have a new app, a Cross-Examined app, which is free, which helps people do this as well. So that's what our mission's about.
What I think is great about this is because it was one of the things that really transformed my life. When you're in the church and you're growing as a Christian, many times we're stuck in the cycle of I believe it because the Bible says it so, but you end up in this sort of loop, but you never really actually get to the core backing up with evidence or refuting different things of why you believe things. Your book does that. So tell people a little bit of how you approach that when you go to, let's say, a college campus or, speak to a large group of youth.
Well, at college campus, there's only 4 questions that you need to answer in the affirmative to say that Christianity is true. We do this on colleges, high schools, churches. And the 4 questions are this. Does truth exist? Does God exist? Are miracles possible? And is the New Testament historically reliable? Truth, God, miracles, and the New Testament. Now, obviously, the reason you cover the first question, does truth exist, is because some people will say, well, there is no truth, to which we always respond, is that true? Right? Is it true that there is no truth? You see, it's self-defeating to say that there is no truth, that all truth is relative, or there are no absolutes. That's just self-defeating. It's quite obvious that truth does exist, because the people who say there is no truth are actually making truth claims. So we cover that first. And of course, if there is no truth, then obviously the Bible can't be true, but any book written by an atheist couldn't be true either, right, if there was no truth. So it's quite obvious that relativism or postmodernism aren't true. So we deal with that first. The second question, does God exist? We give 3 arguments for the existence of a spaceless, timeless, immaterial, powerful, moral, personal, intelligent creator. I don't have time to go through them here, but let me just give you one of the arguments, or one of the conclusions of one of the arguments, and that is that the universe had a beginning out of nothing. So once there was no space, no matter, no time, and then the entire space-time continuum leapt into existence. Now, the cause can't be something natural because all of nature was created. The cause must be something spaceless, timeless, and immaterial because space, time, and material were created. So we're thinking here about a spaceless, timeless, immaterial, powerful, intelligent first cause. Powerful because he had to create out of nothing, and intelligent because he did so with extreme precision, which is another argument we provide for the existence of God. So I think we can provide good evidence that this God exists. So that's the second question.